Marc Roberge.
Hey, man. How you guys doing?
I am doing well. How the hell are you?
Dude, hi, guys. First of all, thank you so much for having me back. It's been a long time. I'm so psyched to hear your voices. Diane, hi. I hope you're there. Hey, and I hope y'all are great.
I was going to say, I feel like it's been a minute or two, but it is nice to talk to you again.
It sure is, man. Thanks for having me.
Hey, you know what I was thinking about? Like over the weekend, obviously knowing that you were going to be on. So over the weekend, I was going over all of my Marc Roberge notes that I have. And I have one. No, but you know what dawned on me? And it was just because it happened to be Father's Day. You know what I remember? I can't say most. I mean, God knows that we did enough stuff together. But you know what I was remembering? There was one time in the DC 101 kitchen, and I don't even remember what we were doing, but you and I were in there talking about something, and you were talking to me on the quiet that you were on the verge of either trying to have a kid or you were having a kid or something along those lines, and now I think you have 3.
Yes. Oh my God. It's so crazy how quickly I can immediately go back to that moment as if it was yesterday. And then, and now, not only do I have 3 kids, one of them, that one we were talking about, he's in high school.
Oh, wow.
Holy crap. I did a good job talking you into it then. Look at me go.
Yeah, you did. You kick-started the entire thing, I think. And now we should stop. We should just...
3's good.
Hey, now, do I have it right in my other... I lied. I have one other Roberge note about your kids. Is one of them really into hockey?
Oh, man, yeah. So we've become complete hockey family, mom included, cruising around, doing the whole thing. And Richard in the band, he is even further down the rabbit hole of hockey. His kids are going, doing amazing things. And it's just been, it's been really great, to be honest with you, because we can share it. And my dad and I, sat on the glass at the Cap Center forever. So it brings back a lot of good memories having him play hockey. And now I'm trying to even do it. We're all out there trying to have some...
Marc, what do you do Saturday nights? You're not busy, right? I play on an old man beer league team. You're more than welcome to play. Schedule, I don't know what OAR's tour schedule is. I know 2 dates. I know Merriweather and I know Ocean's Calling cancel all other Saturday nights. You will be a part of Team Black. That's all you need to know, Team Black.
Dude, listen, I would absolutely come skate with you guys anytime. And I have a buddy in town who also skates all the time. So we're actively looking to do that. So I will hit you up and we will make this happen.
Now, it is a little bit late, though.
Not for him.
Well, that's true. He's used to playing late night.
10:30, 11 o'clock start. Yeah, we get the prime time ice,
right.
Marc. We get the prime time ice.
I've been living that vampire life since we started touring 30 years ago.
Hey, so let me ask you this: like both my boys, Marc, grew up playing hockey, and still one's playing in college, the other one's getting ready to go. Are you traveling around like with your kid that's into hockey, which is my favorite Roberge child, by the way? But are you like traveling around? Like, are we doing like travel hockey in that whole routine?
We are.
Love it.
Yeah. So, but it's a learning thing for me because when I grew up, I wrestled and played lacrosse and all these sports, and the hockey kids were always the cool kids. You're like, man, they up early. They're always on top of their stuff. So we always wanted to be in that world. We never were. So now whenever we get to go travel on these weekends, and now coming up in the fall, it's going to be like every day. It's that life. I'm learning a lot about it, man. It's an interesting thing.
Yeah, no, it's the best. Hey, if there's a weekend, I'm going to miss it. If there's a weekend you don't want to go, I'll tag in and I'll go with Mrs. Roberge. I'll be more than happy to. I got you covered.
Oh, you just got to yell, skate. That's all you got to do. I asked my friend, actually, I asked my buddy who he's deep in hockey, coach, he's got a whole academy, all this stuff. I said, listen, man, I'm up in the back of the bleachers in the back left corner. Do I want to be here on the glass? He goes, buddy, stay right where you are. Don't say a word. They can't hear anything you're saying out there. I said, okay, good.
Yeah,
nor do they care.
If they can hear you, trust me, you are very loud if they can hear you.
Yeah. You are a problem.
Hey, let me ask you this. I was reading something also over the weekend, Mark. Do you think, and I was reading this, or maybe I heard it, where you were talking about your father, and you were talking with a beautiful relationship that you had, and how much you honored and loved your dad. And I was thinking, do you think now that you have 3 kids and you kind of go through it, do you think at any point yet your kids think of you the way you think of your dad?
Oh, man, what an awesome question, because that's the goal, right? That's like the entire point of it all. So I found out when I did get home after I was playing a show, we got home through the night, Father's Day on Sunday, and you found out, you get the cards. I always tell my kids, I say, I just want cards, man. I love cards. So you find out pretty quick what they see you as, because I got a 7-year-old who is deathly honest. I have a 12-year-old who's the sweetest thing in the entire world, and the boy in high school, and they all said nice things. So I think I have achieved it, although I don't know if I'm at the level that my dad is, because that dude is just like always there with the information and support, and that's all you really need to be.
Hey, were you a bad kid growing up? I mean, I know you said you wrestled and you were in the lacrosse and stuff, but were you a bad kid?
I feel like we were living. Okay, so basically, I'll put it to you like this: Dazed and Confused. I based my whole life on that thing. So, like, we were the absolute '90s version of Dazed and Confused. So we were partying, we were having the time of our lives, getting into situations that just seemed very movie-like, and then the tragedies do happen, right? So you definitely learned along the way how special friendships were and all these things through probably doing things you weren't supposed to be doing. But looking back, I wouldn't have changed a thing. I mean, obviously we never wanted to lose anybody, but our friend group was very tight, and whether we were bad or good, we were all of those things. And I think it was cool and it was fun.
That's awesome.
I don't know how else to say it.
No, good for you. That's great.
Yeah.
Hey, you mentioned driving home to get back for Father's Day. Was that from that event that you played in Hershey?
Yes, I love it there, man. I love it out there. They've got this awesome vineyard. It's a farmhouse, basically, with a stage, and you just hang out there, play songs until it gets too dark, and it's really been good. I've done it I want to say 4 times now. They've been doing it about a couple years, and we're going to try to grow that thing out even further.
Because I was going to say, I saw some videos of the setup. It looks very cool. Like you said, it's a vineyard, and like, so it's kind of got like that open farmy feel. But they have like a nice stage, and the crowd looked awesome. It looked great.
Yeah, and I think the best part about it is you've got folks who, look, they really genuinely want to bring music to that place for the reason of the community. And it's not like to get rich. It's not to do all the things that music can kind of take wrong turns. It's always for the right, like they're doing it for the right reasons. So then you get there and you do the show, you're hanging out in a farmhouse that's 120 years old for your backstage, and it really gets you playing good songs, and you really get in that mode of like singer-songwriter mode. So I think they're onto something. I'm hoping that it just continues to grow because it's getting bigger every year.
And then next up for you, I have OAR with Fitz and the Tantrums at Merriweather on July 27th. Fitz and the Tantrums, I like them. They've come in before. Very nice guys. Have you been friends with them for a long time? Like, how'd you hook up?
It's funny, their management is from the area as well, and we go way back, and we've been talking together about, wow, we really got to get together and do a tour. And then last year, they were out with Goo Goo Dolls, we were out with Goo Goo Dolls, they came and played at Ocean's Calling, and when I saw their crowd at Ocean's Calling, I mean, it was huge, and it was involved, and they did such a great job. I just said, oh man, like, would you guys want to go out with us? And it worked out really great because just everyone involved kind of wanted the same thing. Look, we want to go out on a tour, and we want people to get a break from all this nonsense, all the noise. Like, come here, party, have fun, smile, laugh, and go home, and then face the music.
And then, you know what's weird? The nice people over at IMP, so like Seth and Donna and all them, they sent over a note talking about how OAR is getting ready to play Merriweather for the 18th time, which is like crazy ridiculous. And so you go like, okay, that's the artist who's played Merriweather the most for IMP. And I go, okay, well, who's in second? Well, a little band named Fish. So you shove them out of the way. But do you know what which is great. I mean, playing Merriweather 18 times is awesome. But there was that little caveat that said for IMP, if you go back through the whole history at Merriweather, do you know who's played that the most?
Oh my God, what a great question. Jeez. Oh, I wish I could just like, growing up, I don't know. I mean, do you have, I hope you have an answer.
Oh, I do have an answer. I will tell you this. You will only gain on him. He will not increase his lead on you.
Oh, Tom Petty?
No, but you know what? I like the mindset. Jimmy Buffett.
Yeah. Oh, great. Because look, all we want to do is be the next Jimmy Buffett. I mean, seriously, like we have band meetings about this. So like, wouldn't it be cool if we just did that? Cool. Yeah.
Hey, do you?
Oh man, that's amazing.
Have you ever crossed? Like, did you know Jimmy Buffett?
No, like we always look throughout the years. We've had like just so many good experiences with all our heroes, and never have run into one of them and been walked away thinking, "Oh my God, I wish I didn't meet this person." And I never tracked him down. I should have made more of an effort. It was almost this mythical person that would just be around forever, and I knew, oh, one day we'll run into him and it'll go great. So I wish I'd sort of worked harder on that one, but up until that point, it seemed like we were running into people in such nice experiences. We always got afraid of forcing something and ruining that, that age-old thing, don't meet your heroes.
Yeah.
But let me tell you this, every single person says, listen, this is the person you want to have in your camp, keeping everybody smiling and happy and working, I thought that was really amazing what he did.
Is there a current day Jimmy Buffett? Like, is there another hero out there where you and the guys will go like, God, who would be awesome to meet or play with?
Well, I got to say, just, out of respect, I remember standing on the front lawn in Rockville with our band in our first sound system. Chris's dad ran the pro sound at Chuck Levin, so he came home one day with a PV sound system. And we set it up and played, and we said, we hear about those dudes in Virginia who are killing it, the Dave Matthews Band, like, oh, wouldn't it be great? And I remember setting up that PA system going, man, one day we're going to play venues like those dudes are playing. Because we used to, get in Mom's minivan and go to Nissan Pavilion and get it and go and see this group that seemed to just build on word of mouth. So we chased that down, and we really were, when they went and took us on the road 20, 30 times, and we got to work with some of the same people and all these things, it always lived up to the hype, and it was always awesome. So I always try to give respect to that group, because without them and Pearl Jam and Crowded House, there's absolutely no chance we'd be doing what we do. And I think those groups right there, and I met them. The guy, Mike McCready, when I met him and got to play a song with him, I played a Johnny Cash song with him, and he actually said, I'm probably embellishing it. He might have said something about, like, I like the way you play guitar, and he might have just nodded, and that's what the water was. but yeah, I'm going to take the other one. That was a big moment.
You should change it every time you tell it, though, and get it better and better. He said that he idolized me.
Yeah, and he was just saying he seemed nervous around me, which was weird. But no, and the other one, honestly, the day I got married, I was at the hotel, and the Vote for Change tour was in town, and they were all staying at the same hotel. So all my guests thought, wow, like Pearl Jam, REM, Springsteen, they're all at the hotel. This is amazing. And I'm about to get married. I'm sitting in the little courtyard. You're just sitting nervously. And you could tell, and I looked to my left, and Stone Gossard from Pearl Jam is sitting right next to me, my hero. And he says, hey, man, it's going to, I'm getting choked up right now. He's like, it's going to be great. Have a great time. It was the most amazing thing ever. These are like your heroes. And so those types of things kept happening, and I've always cherished those moments and try not to force them,
Hey, who played your wedding?
We really wanted UB40 to play, and then we realized, like, that cost crap load of money, and we got this awesome cover band.
That's all you need.
By the way, can I tell you what prick guest Elliot Siegel would have been doing the whole time? I would have been calling everybody I know going, hey, I'm at Roberge's wedding. Pearl Jam's playing. And then I would have been so goddamn angry that I got a, quote, cover band of UB40. I would have been furious, Mark.
I'm telling you, all day long, people would be like, Eddie Vedder's in the pool. And then I got like my photos. There's my wedding photos, me and we're waiting. It's my wife and I, our wedding party, the photographer, and there's two photos in a row where Michael Stipe walks right between the camera and my pictures, and we have it, and he's smiling, and I am not smiling. I gotta send you this picture, man. It was a wild weekend. I got lucky, I guess.
Hey, so let me go back. You mentioned Ocean's Calling. I know that it's coming up later this summer. I believe I saw Ocean's Calling is sold out, isn't it?
It is. It went really quickly. We were taken aback. I mean, we couldn't believe it, but man, I'm so looking forward to it. It's becoming what we hoped it would. Just a really fun 3 days you could cut loose in a family environment, you know.
And what is the special set that OAR is doing?
Yeah, so a few years back, a dear friend and I wanted to put together a concert to benefit the Garden of Dreams up in New York, and we thought, wouldn't it be cool if OAR was like the house band? And we would bring out singers and the Singer of Fun and Kevin DeGraw and all these amazing singers would come out and we would play their songs, not our songs, their songs. So then we thought, that went really well and we love doing it. Let's continue it in a festival setting. And Tim Sweetwood, the leader of our entire festival, was so awesome to say, you know what, you guys should do a set on Sunday. And with that, we got to reach out and ask our dear friends like Richie Sambora last year and DMC from Run DMC and amazing artists to come out and sing with us. So the OAR and Friends set is intended to be us playing their songs and also cover songs. Like this year, we've got some really fun guest surprises coming that are going to be the place is going to go crazy. And it's only going to get bigger and louder.
Dude, that's awesome. And then the other thing, like I was looking at your tour schedule just to see how long you guys are going on a run for. And you mentioned like talking to, like when you were a kid, right? And talking to Chris's dad and going out to Nissan Pavilion or Jiffy Lube Live, whatever you want to call it. And then you run down the list and it's like, you know, Red Rocks and Ryman Auditorium and the Stone Pony. Dude, you're playing all those places.
Yeah, I mean, it's the craziest thing ever. And if you ever get to the point, and I always kind of pick up on this from people on the road, the ones that have been out there a really long time, when they walk into one of these venues, it's still, holy hell, I can't believe I'm doing this. It's the get-to attitude. Because I think once you lose that, you will find yourself right off the road. It just does not, there's really no place out there if you're just not enjoying the ride. It's so fun. And the way it makes it fun, it's like, you know, Red Rocks, you find something new to love every time. Stone Pony, you can't help but just think you're Bruce.
Yeah, right.
You know, so you got to play and just enjoy it. I tell my kids all the time, I go, you know, it's like, come on out and see your dad act like a dumb 20-year-old, because that's just what we do out there, and it's really been fun, and that's just the kind of thing we want to hold on to. So we only really tour when we're in those types of environments, that we're not out there slugging it out like a lot of great groups are right now. For that, we're thankful as well, but we do enjoy the ride.
Hey, do you like having your kids watch you perform, or does it feel weird?
Oh, I really like it. I remember the first time I brought my son on stage at the Dave Matthews Caravan summer thing in Atlantic City. It was, 60, 70,000 people. I brought him out. He didn't love it, I don't think. I think it scared the hell out of him, to be honest with you. So after that, I took a step back for a little while and said, I'll allow, when they want to come out, when they want to do. My daughter has now loved handing out guitar picks, and So when they decide on the things they love about it, then we chase that down, and that's been the secret sauce. It's not really forcing, because it's a little bit, we're in Ravens Stadium at halftime, standing on the field, I'm not going to force them to, you better love this, but they do because we keep it loose,
Right. No, that's great. Wait till they come watch you play on my old man beer league team on Saturday nights. They'll think everybody hates you, and there's only two people. One of them's cleaning, and the other one is just sitting and doing nothing. That'll be the audience.
Okay, well, no, that is embarrassing. I am terrible. I am trying so hard to get decent so that I can let them see me do this thing that I'm doing on the ice.
Oh my God. Perfect for the team, Mark. You are perfect for the team. All right, dude. July 27th, Merriweather Post Pavilion with Fitz and the Tantrums. Mark, it is so good to talk to you again, my friend.
Dude, it's been great. You guys are awesome. Legendary. I love it. And I'm so just thankful. This is getting me so psyched up. I'm driving to Ocean City as we speak. And this is just the perfect way to spend the time, man. Thank you guys for everything.
Hey, I appreciate it. And let's not go however many years it's been without talking to each other again.
I know, but isn't it cool that we can?
Yeah, I know. I love it. It's great. I think it's awesome. I feel like no time went by except for all these kids that you popped out.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, man, I don't even know what to say. Yes.
All right, my friend. Hey, Mark, good to talk to you, dude.
You too, y'all. I'll talk to you later.